Hey guys, welcome back to the Unsavvy Budgeter. For this video, we have some major updates to share with you guys, so I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers. I had already reached my 4,000 watch hour limit that I needed, but the only thing that was holding me back from getting monetized was the 1,000 subscriber count. And that was a lot harder to get to than I thought. So I just want to say thank you so much for helping me get there. I had been watching that like slowly climb up and fluctuate in the last few days. So that was really tugging at my heartstrings. And I'm so glad that I was able to finally reach it and get that YouTube notification that I got approved for monetization. So thank you so much. And with that, I want to say that I did not forget about my giveaway that I promised like 3 months ago. So I want to say congratulations to my two lucky winners, Don McDonald and Sherry Stevens. If you're watching this, congratulations on winning a passion planner. So claim your prize by emailing me at theunsavvybudgeter@gmail.com. And I'm sad to report that we did not have time to film a June budget closeout or a July budget just because we had been really scrapped for time and our personal lives have been so busy. We've been packing everything up and really preparing to move out and selling as much of our stuff as possible. So we decided to prioritize that because it's just been crazy and chaos over here. But I will be doing a July budget update, so you guys will still see my numbers that I budgeted for the month. I do have to say that June was a really bad month. There was a lot of red, and I have to say that I didn't feel great about it because looking at that month just made me feel like I had a bender month where I went back to my old ways. Like, if that's ever happened to you or you could relate, like, give this video a thumbs up because I was really hard on myself. I had not seen a month like that or a month that bad since I started this debt-free journey. And I was spending a lot, not tracking my expenses, and not sticking with the budget. And it was just a lot harder to do now that things are opening back up and I had friends and family visiting. But we are refocused and looking to recover for July. So we're hoping that we can make up for that a little bit. July is also a hard month because there's going to be 2 weeks that I will not be getting paid. July was supposed to be that like amazing month for us because we were going to be getting extra paychecks. My husband and I were going to get a bonus paycheck each, but that's not going to happen for me at least. I'm going 2 weeks without pay, and that's because I have accepted a new job. I'm really excited that I finally am able to part ways with my old company and I've accepted a new offer. I've shared with many of you before in my previous videos that I've been job hunting for the past 3 months and it has been taking a lot of energy out of me. This time around in this job interview hunt, I really prioritized like my mental health and my happiness. So I ended up deciding to take an offer with a company and for a position that was going to be a career change for me. I've decided that I was ready for something new and to try it out. And with this company, I really felt like it was going to be a great fit for me overall. I had an amazing interview experience with the entire company and one of the best I've ever had. And I had a great negotiation conversation with them. I told them, what I was looking for and what was really going to make me happy. And, those conversations are never easy to have. But once I was able to really evaluate my total compensation, including my benefits with my new company compared to my old company, it was a lot easier to negotiate for a higher salary based on telling them what I would be walking away from. So overall, they really wanted me to be happy. They met me where I was at. It wasn't like a huge pay raise, but it was something that I was happy to accept because I just see a lot of potential here for me. It's a place I see myself long term. It's a place that can see a lot of potential growth for me. So I'm happy to report that. And I just needed 2 weeks off in this transition to take a break and recharge again. So unfortunately, I do have to take 2 weeks without pay. So that kind of sucks, and that is going to be a bit of a challenge for us this month, just because we have less money to work with than we had anticipated. But we gave ourselves a stricter budget, and we think we're going to be fine. So we'll still make it work. With all that being said, with this time off, we have already been, you know, busy contacting movers, looking at potential places to rent. And when it came to calling a bunch of moving companies to get quotes, we got some really crazy quotes like $15,000 if we were looking to move in August. And we were not planning to budget $20,000 to move cross country. So they said if we want to look at an affordable move, we would be better off moving in the fall. So September or October would be the ideal month to move because that would be saving us about $3,000 to $5,000 if we chose to postpone our move till then. They explained to us that these are crazy times and they have never been this busy before and they've never experienced something like this before. So the prices are pretty ridiculous because so many people are moving and the demand is so high. A lot of people are moving out of California and not many people are moving into California. So we're kind of at a disadvantage there. So that's kind of been a challenge for us. We've also learned that a lot of the big moving companies that we've called that have been around for decades, they're more legitimate and they had warned us about some of the smaller moving companies that we've never heard of as being potential scams. And because we've never done a cross country move, we didn't want to be scammed. They told us that legitimate moving companies will not ask you for any payment until after the move was completed. And a lot of these smaller companies that had been calling us, that got our contact information somehow, they were asking for a deposit up front. And we were considering some of them because the price difference was significant. So we're glad that a lot of the mainstream moving companies had warned us about that. So just for peace of mind, we're going with one of the mainstream ones since they are legitimate and we just, even though we're paying a bit more, we have more security knowing that our stuff is going to make it to our new place. So that's been crazy. I've been crazy with trying to finish my last 2 weeks of work. For those of you that are curious or care, it's been a challenge because actually when I did give my 2 weeks, my company did try to negotiate to counter offer, and I just told myself like no amount of money was going to keep me because I was prioritizing my happiness this time. I'm glad that happened because it showed that I actually was really valued. So that was good news and kind of bittersweet departure that way. And even though things have been crazy, we still have been making progress on our debt payments. Not as big of progress as we had hoped, but hey, any progress, regardless of how big or small, is still great. So I'm still happy with this. As of today, I've already paid off $42,585 in debt in a little over 6 months. And that's a significant number for 6 months. So I'm really happy with that. So we still have $28,530 left of debt to pay off, and that's for my last student loan with Great Lakes. The goal is to still try and pay off the debt by the end of this year. So we're looking at a little less than 5 months to try to pay off that much, which seems aggressive, but we're still going to try and reach for that. We're hoping that we can increase our side hustles, and saving on cost of living in Georgia could potentially help with that. So we're still optimistic that we're going to try and make that goal, but overall, I'm happy with how things are turning out. And that's really all I have for this video. So thank you so much for watching and supporting me. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to the channel already, make sure to hit that subscription button as well as that notification bell so that you can stay tuned for future videos. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one.